So here's the question. Has the initial shock that you might be trapped in the house with your children for weeks on end hit you yet?
Yeah. Are you bored yet?
I'm still trying to get over the shock. Now, we put out a video that kind of talked about how do you turn lemons into lemonade, and one of the things we said was spending extended quality time with your kids. Well, we want to give you a little more detail in this video about some of the ways you can do that, because we understand that not everybody, you know, again, this is new for all of us. We're walking through this together. We're doing these videos to support you guys, but we're actually doing them to also manage our own families. So what we're going to do is get right into a couple of things that you can do, at least to get through these next several days, until you can kind of think of maybe some things on your own. We want you to have a few things in your hip pocket, just in case you got to calm your house down and bring some peace back to your own castle. So what are some of the things that we can do, man?
I'm drinking tea, so, you know.
Yeah, she's a tea woman, and you know, it's all good. Just roll with it.
So, the other day, I was on my phone, and I have an account with Shutterfly. I don't know if Shutterfly, I'll link them.
Yeah, she will. You know she will. She's the linker boy.
But
She's super link. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, but Shutterfly is basically, it's a website that holds all your digital pictures, and I've been using this since Sydney was born, so about 14 years. Okay, first it was Kodak, but Shutterfly bought out Kodak, so, but yeah, I have pictures. So I was going through my phone, I was like, oh, let me show the kids, you know, some of these pictures. So I put it on the laptop, you know, because you can do it anywhere. And I started showing pictures, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on the TV. So
there it is.
This took us about, we watched videos, we watched pictures for about, what, about an hour and a half maybe?
At least an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're talking about.
I went to sleep and woke up and it was still.
Yeah,
and
he couldn't hang.
Hey, at least I was still engaged. I didn't go upstairs and go to bed.
How are you engaged when you're sleeping?
Okay, so maybe I had my
physically
presence
was there.
You tell me. Was I engaged? The fact that I was on the couch and I was there. Hey, I bet you at least one or two people comment and help me out, people.
Why don't you be a guy?
It don't matter. We didn't say gender. Please. If you're in the room with your kids and you're so exhausted you happen to just kind of doze off, it's like church. You know. I'm just saying. Because here's my thing. I'm sorry, and this is just a tangent, but I promise we'll get back to it. Here's my thing. I have more, I guess, I know that the person who comes to church and falls asleep in church, I feel that that person is working harder than the person that just stays home. Because you fell asleep, but the reality is, you know, you could have went on and just not went to church anyway. It's sometimes our bodies have limitations, so I want to engage my kids even with this thing, but I just ran out, and then when I woke up, I got right back on it though. So please help me out. I'm sorry, I said you're having too much fun with this. Anyway. We're supposed to be educated. Okay. Back to the point.
Anyway, though, so what you could do if you got one, you said this is an HDMI cord.
Good job. She said it right, but okay, go ahead.
You know. Basically, two ends like that, you know, because someone may get like a, you know, another charger cord. Yeah, if you can get one of these, you can hook it up to your computer, and if your TV has an HDMI hookup, you can hook it up. Most TVs now, you know, smart TVs, they usually have one, and some of the older models do too.
Exactly.
And if you hook it up to your laptop, to your computer, you got instant movie theater right there. So that's what we end up doing, and we watch videos of we watched, I don't know, about 5 or 6 videos. It was on Facebook. Yeah. But again, you know, your computer's hooked up to the TV. And we watched, and we saw pictures from when our oldest was 4 months until our youngest to this day. And they enjoyed it so much.
I enjoyed it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a nice stroll down memory lane that you don't get a chance to take very often.
Yeah, they were more excited about, they enjoyed the pictures, but they like the videos because they see themselves in action. You know what, I'll put a little clip of a video of our kids when they were younger.
where the brakes are?
But yeah, they truly enjoyed it, and it's something to do, and it takes a while, because think about all those pictures you put on your phone.
That you forget about, let's be honest,
what
come
are you
on.
doing with them? They're just sitting there. Are you printing them out? Are you showing them, you know what I mean? So this is a way to, you know, spend some time with your kids, let them see, you know, how they've grown and how they look different. Because some things they said, they were so embarrassed, like, why did you let me do that? Why?
Because you a kid. We tried to stop you just like we trying to stop you from doing some stuff now. We're going to be showing you stuff later on about the things you did now. I'm sorry. Back to, please.
So that's something you can do. And yesterday, London, our child number 3, I have to think, she's the one who likes to do macarons. The French ones, you know. Yeah, we did it yesterday. Epic fail. And the things were hard as cookies. I mean, it was just,
I believe we made that reference in the first video that we were. So we actually tried it.
We tried it, and still, that's what, attempt number 4, and we still
0 for 4, baby. We are 0 for 4. If this was baseball, we'd have a 0 for our bat.
Yeah, so we're gonna try again probably in another week or so, but she truly enjoyed it, you know, doing that. So, you know, like I say, do things with your kids, even if you don't want to. Because that process was about 2 hours, because you have to let it, anyway, that's another story. But yeah, so that's one thing you can do. Go through your pictures, create a, you know, if you have a Shutterfly account, they'll create a slideshow on your computer. You can just watch it and it'll just kill time. That's all we have right now.
There you go.
Kill time.
Well, and we trying to murder it, but time is killing us. So anyway, we'll get to the last one right quick, guys. So the last one we want to show you is a game we call in our house. It's a game in our house that we have titled Licks.
Well, now, okay, let me give the history of Licks.
Do we have time for
yes,
that?
We have.
Are you willing to watch? Don't click away just because she said history. I promise you.
No, I'll make it quick. Okay. Now, I'm West Indian. My family's from Trinidad and Tobago, and if you're West Indian, or at least from Trinidad, you know what Licks means. Licks means you get a spanking. So when we were 15, well, not 15, but we used to go to New York every Labor Day for the carnival, West Indian carnival. And so we would spend time at family's house. And our uncle, well, he's more like a family friend, he came up with this game called Licks. Technically, it's like categories.
There you go.
So we still call it Licks though. So we decided to make up our own version.
Show it to them
so you don't have to do it like this neat printout and stuff. But we usually get paper, put lines, you know, make a chart, and you pick categories. So for this, our kids, we usually let them pick. They pick food, movies. They always do superhero and villains, and city or state. We try to get them through countries but you know.
Can you hold it up again so I can show them another thing? So what we do is this. These categories, the columns stay the same. In the rows, what you do is whatever
we ask them to pick a letter.
But you either pick a letter or we can do a letter that starts your name. So my first name is Aaron. So I would do A.
So you have to come up with a food, a movie or TV show, superhero villain, and a city or state that starts with the letter A.
And by the way, spelling does not count as long as they can pronounce it, because again, you don't want to exclude some of your younger kids just because they can't spell. Shucks, you might not want to exclude yourself because you can't spell it. There's some of them places I'm like, I don't know, man, but I know how to say it. So again, it's about engagement, it's about fun. We're not trying to make anything difficult or hard, but you want to come up with those creative ways of bringing, again, peace and harmony back into your home, but also really just, at the end of the day, spending time and letting time pass by without it having to be a video game or because they get to fighting over those game systems, and you know what goes on in your house, just like I know what goes on in mine, so we don't have to spray that dirt right here. But please leave a comment below if any one of these just was like an aha moment for you. At least give us a like. I mean, come on, people. We're just trying to get this puppy off the ground, so give us a like if you are so inclined, because you know you've got the time to do it right now. Go ahead on and put at least a small comment.
You're not going to talk about your invention or what you plan on doing.
You want to add that? Well, this is going to have to be a preview, because I talked to my wife this morning where we, during our morning walk, and we just whatever. But anyway, I said, how about this, babe? We have 6 children. I'm sorry, we have 4 children. Yeah, sorry. We got 4. It's only 4, everybody. No extras or nothing. But we are a family of 6. And I thought about how can I get everybody engaged. So what I said is, I'm gonna let them know today, so you guys actually know in real time before they do, because we haven't talked to them, because them rascals are still sleeping from last night. But anyway, every family member is responsible for inventing a game, coming up with a game. And they have to be able to present the game to the family by Friday. We're now on Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning between probably 10 and 11, maybe 11 and 12. I don't know. You ain't got to look at the phone. They don't care because it's not. It's 11:53. Is that what you want me to say? I'm sorry, see, I'm wrong again. 10:53. Thank you for correcting me.
You're right, you're right.
All right. So back to the video. The rules would be this. One, let's make it something that's simple and engaging. Don't make anything too hard and too crazy. And again, we're not trying to frustrate people here. We're trying to engage. So the more people that can engage in your game at one time, the better. And the more physical the activity is in your game, the better. So you want engagement, and you want them to move their bodies around, because I think, you know, I'm not as sedimentary. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be all sophisticated.
No, but okay, let's just clarify the movement of the body, because if you have boys, you know how they get. So we got to put a limit on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be jumping off the banister and doing some type of, you know, Herculean move or whatnot. But we do want, again, just
a little bit of movement, but you know, no.
Within
my
reason.
sister, she has 3 boys.
Yeah. So yeah, you
don't want to tear up the house.
We are assuming that when you listen to what we say, you're going to tailor it for your house and your family. And by the way, we're assuming you're going to use common sense.
It's not
You've been managing your home a lot longer than we've shown. We just showed up in the past few days, and they don't tell how long this will last. But the reality is, you've been a parent, you've been managing your house for a lot longer. Yeah. So you know what works and what doesn't work. If nothing that we said works, then this video, I'm not going to say it was a waste of time, because hopefully it maybe sparked you to have an idea of your own.
Somebody out there, you know,
and I don't mean waste of time. I mean for that particular individual, you know. Yeah. So we can't. Every video is not going to address everybody's everything, but hopefully you got a little bit of maybe fun and humor out of it, because I've heard before that I'm a funny guy. I'm not necessarily trying to be funny, but
it's your personality.
Well, there you go. I've heard that before too. Yeah. It's all good. So guys, thank you for hanging in there. I say that all the time.
Below.
There you go. Like the video, thumbs up.
You know the routine.
Exactly. Let it do what it do. If you like the video, let it do what it do. And remember, at the end of the day, you got this.
Bye.
Peace.